All right, man, what's going on? It's your boy xDomoSenpaix, and this is something that I've been neglecting for quite some time. And you know, I was gonna do a crazy in-depth, like, educational video, highly edited video on anime that I believe need a reboot. Now, you guys know that we've already made videos about specific ones, a very specific one in particular. These are anime that I believe deserve a reboot. Now, I had a random thought. I was literally in the middle of recording the video, and then I was like, yo, I could make this a million times easier for me editing wise, and I can make it a million times easier for you guys to digest. And I've said it before, I've made videos on, you know, manga that I would like to see get an anime. I haven't released this one yet, but I'm probably gonna do one on obscure manga that need an anime. This one is one that I wanted to get to with the utmost importance, post haste, right? Needed to do this, and I was like, why not make it a tier list? People love tier lists, and it's easily digestible. It's not one of them ones where it's S to F. I got 3 categories: urgently needs one, hopefully gets one, and likely not, but would be sick. So let's get started as soon as possible with the first one that I believe deserves a remake. That is Kenichi, the Mightiest Disciple. I've been preaching the gospel about Kenichi, the Mightiest Disciple for the last like 15 years. It feels like it's been 15 years, but it really has. Kenichi would highly benefit from a reboot with a very solid studio that actually takes care of its anime, you know, like UFO Table, Mappa, Wit Studio, Mappa, right? That would be so ill, right? This anime deserves it more than anything. There's been some stuff that's gone on in the manga that's been absolutely insane that I wished everybody would be able to see. I've had so many people on Twitter agree with me on this fact. Even on my YouTube videos, people have agreed with me. I think it's time, right? I think it's time for Kenichi to get its flowers, right? To get its just desserts. It really needs it. I would love to see Kenichi modernly adapted, right? It would be so awesome. Please no 3D CG animation. I have an anime on here that is definitely going to touch on that, but we're not gonna get there yet. Now, for the next anime that I believe deserves it just as much, if not equally, Soul Eater, right? Soul Eater needs a reboot. It needs a reboot. I'd love to see Soul Eater completely redone and completely adapt the manga, like faithfully. But one thing that I will say is, I don't know if we're gonna see that before Fire Force, as far as the anime goes, ends. You know what I mean? I think the way it's gonna go, and I can almost guarantee it, Fire Force ends, and spoiler alert, before you get this far, right? Before you get this far, super spoiler alert, and Shinra resets the universe, right? Or whatever he does at the end of the manga, and creates the Soul Eater universe. I feel like at the end of that episode, David Productions is gonna be like, we will be adapting Soul Eater, right? It's gonna be like in text or something. That may or may not happen, but I think that'll be the case. So Soul Eater is definitely one of the ones that needs it urgently. On to the next one that I believe urgently needs a remake. Now, this goes without saying. Please, please, for the love of God, reboot Berserk and not make it look like absolute dog shit. Please, please, I beg of you. The 90s anime was good in my opinion. The Golden Age was good in my opinion, but then when you guys decided to just make it 3D CG, I almost threw up multiple times, bro. It was so bad. It's so horribly adapted. I don't understand how it's still continuing. If you guys know what's best for you, please just like cut it, right? Cut ties with this, reboot it completely, give it to like Wit Studio, give it to like Production IG, man. Give it to somebody who can really do something with it. I believe Wit Studio is the best fit for a Berserk reboot because I believe that would not only make them net positive, but I also believe that they will handle the style of Berserk 100% well. One more that I believe urgently needs a remake. Now, I don't think the masses are going to believe that it urgently needs a remake, but I believe it does, and that is Tokyo Ghoul. Now, you guys are gonna be like, but Tokyo Ghoul just came out recently. Why would it need one? Bro, they adapted Re in the shittiest possible way. Re was done so piss poorly. It almost ruined Tokyo Ghoul for me, right? It was blasphemous. It was blasphemous, bro. Done so badly. Oh, I love Tokyo Ghoul. right? I'm a fan of the manga more than anything. Season 1, in my opinion, really good. Root A, even though it's not canon, really good in my opinion. But Re was garbage, dude. Oh my God, how can you guys like that? How? It's so bad, man. So bad. So in my opinion, it urgently needs one. But I think you guys are probably gonna think it doesn't really need one, but I humbly disagree. Maybe one more can go in this urgently needs one category, but I don't think so. I think Twin Star Exorcist deserves one, right? Twin Star Exorcist, the manga is fucking phenomenal, right? Weezy F Baby and the F is for phenomenal. Twin Star Exorcist manga is phenomenal, but the anime, they went on a completely different tangent. And I didn't like it. I did not like it. I did not like the way they adapted it. Like towards the end, it was really bad. Hopefully it gets one. I'm in the hopeful category that it gets one. Same with Sekirei. I think Sekirei would benefit amazingly from modern adaptation, right? From a modern adaptation. Modern animation style, I think Sekirei would be super dope because remember, I don't know if any of y'all was paying attention, but there were flashes in that anime where they show some crazy animation with the fighting. Bro, I lost my mind in a few parts. Maybe this is bias, right? Maybe this is bias on me because this is something that I actually really like. But honestly, I don't know. It never got fully adapted, interestingly enough, right? So there's still a lot that goes on in the Sekirei universe that I think you guys will benefit from seeing. It's in the hopefully gets one category. I don't think it urgently needs one like these 4 up here, but hopefully one day it gets redone and not by a super shitty studio, right? I would love to see it redone. Another one that I hopefully think gets one would be Ergo Proxy. I think Ergo Proxy, as old as it is, I think it would be really dope to see that in a modern setting, right? Not even just a modern setting, but done by a modern studio and just updated, because Ergo Proxy, I think, was ahead of its time, right? I think Ergo Proxy was ahead of its time, and I think people nowadays would love this anime, right? Would love this anime. Again, hopefully it gets one, but it probably won't. If we're being completely honest, it probably won't. Now, these are like, it's a slim chance, right? Slim chance, but would be completely awesome, right? It would be so sick. No Game, No Life. Please, bro. We're never getting that second season. It's never coming. Why not just completely reboot it? Madhouse, please, man. Please, we need it. The streets need it. You know how game-changing and ahead of its time No Game, No Life was? Oh my God, and to see it newly animated or just, you know, take on the same animation style but continue it? Oh man, it would be so ill. Man, the streets have been needing this. Streets have been needing this, but dude, it's like a 1 in 4,975,000 chance that we would get this. Man, we're just grasping at straws. Next, Akame Got Killed. They completely butchered the second half of Akame Got Killed. I'll tell you guys that as somebody who's been reading the manga, right? It's bad. They completely butchered it. It's so much that happened at the end of the anime where I was just like, bro, none of this happened. None of this happened. What are you doing? So I think Akame Got Killed is definitely one of those that would highly benefit, but like, it's not gonna happen, bro. There's not an animation studio that I believe cares enough to even be like, you know what? We'll go out of our way to do this, right? We'll go out of our way to do this. Animation was really good for Akame Got Killed, but man. And lastly, my favorite anime of all time, Yu Yu Hakusho. Now, it really doesn't need one, right? It really doesn't need one. You know what? Let me make a new tier, right? Let me make a tier. All right, so I'm gonna put Yu Yu Hakusho in doesn't need it, but I'd lose my mind because let's be honest here, right? Yu Yu Hakusho does not need a remake, right? It does not need a reboot, a remake, or whatever. But you mean to tell me you guys wouldn't like to see it in, you know, newer graphics, newer style animation, Mappa, UFO table, Mappa, right? You telling me y'all would not love to see it adapted by these studios? Oh my God. I think people would lose their minds if they saw it. It would be absolutely insane, bro. It would be absolutely insane. I'd cry, right? I'd cry. Now, I don't mean replacing the openings and stuff like that, right? Because those are some of the greatest anime openings and endings of all time, in my opinion, right? Like I said, Yu Yu Hakusho is my favorite anime of all time. I believe it's the greatest anime of all time. Man, to see those fights adapted today, I'd cry, man. But anyways, I don't want to go too in depth. These are definitely anime that I believe deserve a reboot. That's why I did it in a tier list, right? Just so you guys aren't like, oh man, this anime doesn't need one. That's why there's, you know, it's broken up into multiple tiers. The ones that I believe urgently need a reboot, obviously, like I said, Kenichi, Soul Eater, Berserk, Tokyo Ghoul. Hopefully gets one. Twin Star Exorcist, Sekirei, Ergo Proxy. Likely not, but would be sick. No Game, No Life, and Akame got killed, and doesn't need one, but I'd lose my fucking mind. Yu Yu Hakusho. Are there any other anime that you guys believe deserve a reboot that I did not put on this list? Make sure y'all let me know in the comment section below. But like if you enjoy, subscribe if you're new. Videos every day, right? I upload daily, multiple times at that, whether it be between shorts or just normal long form YouTube videos. I do it all over here, bro. Like I said, it's not just manga. You know, it's not just manga. I do anime as well. If you guys want to see some of my gaming videos, I might upload those, but I don't know if you guys are that into it. But let me go ahead and get to editing this video so I can get it out immediately. With that being said, it's your boy, xDomoSenpaix, and I will catch you guys in the next video.